today. An exciting battle in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Richardson throwing to start out. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the air on this first down. Richardson escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. And he gained 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Here we go, Scott. Let's go. Cowboys. Ready,
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Get it. Hawks 70, Hawks, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. This one's caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it.
18, Rattler, 18, Cougar 19. Trap 50, trap 60.
Richardson back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. On his Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going. Out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They run again with Hubbard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Cut down the field. Miguel. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st down from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Out of the
line.
shotgun, a give to Hubbard. He's still going at the 30. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
At the 10-yard line.
Ready, set.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Buying some time right. And he's got it. It's in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Brooks. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could have liked to try a shorter kick. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Go.
Sending him on the dive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That stop made by Derek Brown.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43.
Ready. Yellow, line. Hut.
Handoff out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Making a stop that time, Nick Cross. 2nd down now, they need 7.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard
Here we go. Black.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. We'll cobble together a yard there. Justin Reed with the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Has him on a quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Down. 52 brass. 45 tag.
Play action now, Young. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offensive line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints tie it up late in the first.
Kate, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. We've got 14-13 on the board. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They start with 2nd and 6.
Red 38. Rail. Ready?
Hubbard again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Let's go. 33, yellow, white, 22 meters.
They're going for it. Young into the hands of Leggett. And he's out of bounds just before the sticks, Brock. And they're going to turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
19 tight, 19 tight.
First down throw here from Richardson. Finds a man right side. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. All set now. 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready? Craft all 80. Go.
They give it to him again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow the lead to 7. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints grow their lead to 8.
Panthers 13. Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. 10 black. Ready.
Young working from the gun. That is Cox. This is Fant working downfield. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, here's a handoff. The defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line. It's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. Hubbard trying this up the gut. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Come on, set, hut, hut.
Hubbard will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Looking quickly here.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz...
And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the defense is down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the set.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 14.
Richardson hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 37 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
For a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
70 Lions.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
A give now from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Ready?
Back to the well again. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Goes to the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 4. Brings
Alert!
up 3rd
Alert!
and
Ready?
1.
Another carry for him. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. So Kellen Moore with confidence in his offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Throw caught by his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Cowboy 8.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, but it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Second and manageable. He's throwing. On the move, headed right. And he's going to go down. Great loop by the Saints. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, set.
To the air on 3rd and long. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Ready?
Now it's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Working now from the gun. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Carolina.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a give to Hubbard. Oh, and they take this in for the score. The Panthers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Mustang 19. Red. 70 Timberwolf. 19 right.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Chris Olave. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
19 tight. 19. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's going to be forced out, but a nice gain before he was on what's going to be the final play of this 2nd quarter. If you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Moving right. It connects on the deep shot. And he gets this down near the 30.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throws when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Here we go. Ready?
On second down, it's Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves him with third down and 5.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set. 50, green. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Ready. Yellow, ready.
Back to throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they drop him after just a yard. Second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Warriors, 70. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Forced out to his right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
65. Here we go. Go.
Throw here, third down. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Looking to throw. Connection made to Shaheed. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
70, Timberwolf.
Once more now. It's Richardson. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Let's go now.
Right up the gut. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Ready. Check go.
Play action. It's Richardson. He rolls to his right. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All set to go now from the 35. Richardson on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Richardson on 3rd. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Go!
On 1st down, they'll run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
We've set it downs from 37.
Right.
They send the tight end in motion. It's Young. The throw here on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
45, wide. Green jack. Ready.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
Set, ready,
Hand off out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. Keeps away from one. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
down, double, 38, strike, 50, green, black, ultra.
Young working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Tenoroa McMillan that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And going play action. Young. He connects downfield. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal.
Ready?
They go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 4 on the play, partner. That pushes them a whole lot closer. Third and goal from the 2.
Let's go. Ready?
Hubbard. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Ready, set.
They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4.
Claws red. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Black 40. Check, huh?
They're going for it. Young. He's got it. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard
So we're
line.
through 3 here. It's the Saints up by multiple scores, and they've got the football. They'll come up on first and 10.
Tag. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Lone back gets the handoff. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, he's just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Trayvon Merrick has it.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first. New set of downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. Blaster. 33. Yellow. Drill green. Set.
Young on first and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, get that first down anyway.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
97.
On second down, it's Hubbard again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Makes the catch. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a first and goal.
First and goal.
Shot. 17.
Hubbard trying to run his way in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers trim the deficit down to 5.
Panthers 30.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fields this one at the 3. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Play fake, it's Richardson. Headed out right. He's running with it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but they're going to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up second and 1 at most. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. They did it. He made the interception. And the Panthers have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Got his man. This is McMillan. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Down.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here we go, set.
Now motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun, Young. This is Legance working the left side. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move their chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Let's
The
go.
Panthers will line up.
Young's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch. Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. It's 79 Broncos.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Completed over the middle. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Desperation time here. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Seen this plenty. Shaheed has another one. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. Pass complete to Duvernay. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Catch made. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Panthers 38.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to have the 1st down there for the Saints. And that should be enough to run out the rest of this one.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
This is Devin Neal with it. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They get pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Saints picked up the fumble and ran it home. Well, that score right there, Brock, less about our conversation up here in the booth and more about the conversation we're going to see at midfield between